Okay, so I'm doing one of the last few conquests of the 1939 mode. Haven't actually done Yugoslavia yet. Just did Thailand in my last video. There are a few I've still got to do, but I don't know if I'll upload them. I know I can do them, I just haven't really been wanting to do them. I can't remember now if I've done Romania, but I haven't done Bulgaria or Hungary. I don't think I've done Greece or Norway either, but they just take too long, and countries like Romania really aren't that difficult to do. But anyway, the start to this one was quite difficult. I put down the economic general, Chenot. I also used him, you might have seen, to do like a little attack on the tanks, because it obviously reduces the counter-attack. So that's particularly useful against people that do high damage like Kluger, because if you upgrade him, Kluger does no counter-attack damage, which is usually what's going to kill your generals. I also put Rommel down on the starting T-44. But yeah, Manstein was going off at the start, doing very well. Yugoslavia is not too hard of a country in this. They're quite sheltered, because if you take out Bulgaria, you're only really getting attacked from one way, so it wasn't too difficult. And as I said, Manstein was going off, just killing every single general around him. Rommel, it wasn't doing too bad, but he was getting quite injured, so I had to take him out of the action a little bit and just attack the city rather than the generals. I'm looking forward to the next update. I thought I'd upload a conquest of 1939 just before 1943 comes out. I think I will aim to do most of the 1943 ones. I've not fully done all of the 39 ones. I'm not sure how many there will be in comparison. I mean, there's going to be other countries added, but there will be countries removed. Like, I don't think the Netherlands will be an option. Don't know about Belgium. Whereas countries like Mexico will be added. So there'll be a lot of changes there. Anyway, luckily for me in this, in Yugoslavia, Kluger didn't really come down towards me. He went up towards Moscow, which is quite useful. And none of the other big generals came down, so List didn't come over, and neither did Manstein or Rommel for quite a while. And I was just slowly taking over the area, targeting Romania and northern Italy. Yugoslavia is not really that difficult. You do need an economic general though. Without one, you're kind of stuffed. I did want to go and take over Rome with Manstein, but the German general was going to take the northern city, and it was just too much hassle to go for Italy at the moment. But yeah, next update, when the update comes out, I'll probably start with a German conquest. I think they're just the most fun country to play with because they've got the most generals down, and I don't know, I guess they were one of the most active countries in the war. It'll be between them and the Soviet Union for the first one I do. I'll probably try and do the big countries for the Axis and Allies. I'm assuming France will be in the game. So I'll probably do France, but I'll also do Britain, USA, all the big ones first. And then I'll start going into the other 2-star and 1-star countries. And it'll also be interesting to start with a country like Mexico, who's just so far away from the action to begin with. Because I know the USA were a little bit far away, and Canada in the 39, but countries like Mexico are miles away in comparison. I'm not sure if Cuba is going to be added. I can't remember in the patch notes if it was. But yeah, anyway, Manstein was going off, but I did get a bit worried because Lieb is quite good on this. He does a lot of rumour attacks, which can ruin you. I mean, obviously Manstein's got inspiration, but still, it's not perfect. I just put down the economic general too, get more money in. I've also noticed that in the 39 challenge conquest, it doesn't really matter if you're an ally or an Axis country. The Axis should win, they seem to win Europe anyway, but then the allies always win Africa. Hopefully that changes a bit for the next one, because I don't like it, the fact that the allies just win Africa every time. Even if, I don't know, I'm the US, I don't even have to get involved in Africa because it's just that easy. Anyway, by this point in the conquest, I think I'm practically on the winning side. That's the problem with the game sometimes. You get to the point really early on where you know you're already going to win. That's probably the perk of the Excellence Medal, really. But yeah. I was also hoping that they'd add some different elite units. I don't mind the air units, but they're not really as interesting as like a new tank or artillery or even infantry. I'd rather just add one of them rather than the air units. I rarely use the air units in this, apart from near the end when I'm just trying to take out the last few units. But we'll see what the P40's perks are. I'm not sure just yet what they could be. They probably will add another infantry eventually, because there's only 4 infantries, and one of them's not even 4 damage stuff, so we'll see. I also wish they'd improve some of the rewards, because I do some events sometimes and the rewards are just terrible. Like you spend all your time doing it for no reason. I don't know if you saw it just then as well, Kluger's coming towards me, so I'm gonna have to move some of my economic generals out of the way. I'm sure Manstein will deal with him. And you just saw there, Zhukov did a bit of a weak shot against Berlin. He's really not my favourite guy. I don't know why I use him on the BM21. I'd much prefer Kluger and the Gustav, which I just put down. He does big damage against everything. He's pretty insane. Just taking out cities with Rommel. He got a massive movement, obviously, because he's an elite unit. And if you do his biography, you get extra movement. So Rommel just travels around far. But yeah, at this point, I mean, I've basically got Europe taken over. Problem is, though, I don't have any like level 3 cities to use, so I have to rely on the elite units, which slows down the stuff, obviously. We've got Paris. I think Italy, they didn't last very long in this. I think they go down in a few rounds. But yeah, about the fight for Africa, I'm a bit worried it's going to be the same as 39 again, because if you look at the update, like pictures, there's a lot of American troops nearby Africa, so it looks like they might just win the African War anyway, which is a bit of a shame really, because it's not very competitive. Anyway, I'm trying to get Marshall to get towards Japan so he can beat them as quick as possible, as that's going to take time. Slowly taking over all of Europe. It's going quite well. But yeah, look at that damage that Kluger did just then. It's insane. Massive damage. Zhukov's still struggling, even against weak artillery units. I told you, he's not the best. Even maybe Konrad is better, I don't know. After his biography in the next update. I also forgot to send another unit with Marshall, so he's kind of just stranded by himself at the moment. But yeah, look, we didn't have to do anything for Africa, it's just all taken over. That simple. So it makes the game quite a bit easier, which I don't mind sometimes, but when you're an Axis country, it's just a pain. You have to go in and do all of it. In my opinion, the Axis countries aren't as fun because you have to take over so much more stuff. Especially in the next update when you're gonna have to go all the way to South America and Africa and stuff, and Australia. So if you're doing your challenges where you're trying to win on 25 turns and stuff, definitely use allied countries, because the Axis ones are not going to be the best ones for it. To try and take over the remaining few cities the Germans have. Going into Spain. But yeah, I thought Yugoslavia would be harder. I mean, I think the hardest one I did in this conquest was either Belgium or Denmark. One of them I literally just went out of the game and changed the Excellence Medal, because that's how I did it. I just put Excellence Medal on an infantry unit. It might have been Denmark. I can't really remember what I did with Belgium now. I think with Belgium you could just use the Africa area for economics, so it wasn't too hard. But Denmark I think I found difficult. But yeah, we finally got a little foothold in Asia now, with marshalling the Zimmer higher guy taking over. We've also just got Madrid, so Europe's all but done really. I guess it's just Helsinki that needs taking over for major capitals, and we can turn most of our attention towards Asia. A nice thing when you come over from Europe to China and Japan is usually all the cities just seem to be open, which is nice. Getting down the final few elite units just to take out all the Japanese soldiers. Getting down Konev. But yeah, Spain is all but done. I think, yeah, it's just that port that they always take on Cuba. It's just, they couldn't even reach it with our airport. The British had the most southern airport, so Spain will live a bit longer. So now we're just against Finland and Japan. But Finland won't last long because, oh actually no, the Germans are still alive, but Manstein is about to kill Ranger. Yep, there you go. Defeat the Germans, and yeah, Finland go quite quickly too. We actually beat them in passing rounds with the Allies. Taking over. Improving all the Air Force tech, because we're going to put down Toffin soon, but also because I'm just going to start shelling the cities to make it easy to take them all over. This is part of the game which I don't enjoy as much, when you're so close to the end and you know you're going to win, but you just can't make it any faster. But yeah, just trying to take any Japanese cities left at this point. We've all but secured the win. But yeah, I'm really excited for the next update. I want to make a load of videos on it as soon as it comes out. Try and get a bunch of conquests out so you can see what it's like. Hopefully they become useful if you want to do a similar tactic to me. They haven't yet taken over those American ports. They're the biggest pain ever, because when you're sitting there doing like 20 bombers on a ship, it's quite crazy really, but yeah. Kept a what's it called, the airlift thing for Marshall. Taking over the northern Japanese cities. Yeah, Japan's really the only country left to beat. I thought I'd take this one out with the air, just so that Marshall could focus on Tokyo. And also threw down the paratroops in prep for taking over the docks. And there you go, you saw Spain win. I think one of the French ship generals took it, maybe Darlan took it. Finland also goes off screen. They go out during the skip turn part. But yeah, we've all got fun really. Just trying to take over the docks area. We've pretty much took out Japan at this point. We'll throw down Yamashita to help Marshall there. But yeah, I'm glad they brought out the technology stuff, but I just don't think it's as influential as it should be. You're not going to spend your money on upgrading it when you could be spending money on taking cities in the game. Which is one of the disadvantages, really. Whereas the only good one is probably the Air Force, because it makes it so much faster at the end. But I don't usually upgrade the tank stuff during the game. It is a good concept, though. And I'm welcome to any updates that they ever bring out. The more the better. I saw some people saying they didn't really like the idea of the general stats, but I think it's a good idea. I mean, I'll accept any improvement. For a while they didn't upgrade this game really, but then they brought out loads of the events and stuff, and they finally brought out the Challenge Conquest and Elite units, which are all really good changes. Yeah, we should beat Japan here in 2-3 rounds. Just got a few more ports to take in the easy cities. I hope you enjoyed this conquest though. It's quite a quick one really, Yugoslavia. It ended up being like 30 turns, I think. But yeah, I got Richtofen down, just using him to take out all of these ships. And this is the boring part of the game, you just end up sitting here tapping on boats. And that's all you end up doing. I'll have to beat the Japanese next go probably, because we haven't got people on all the ports just yet. Get that port unlocked on that one, and Nagasaki. We'll take Busan. I think it's just the Japanese general on the American island now, which is probably the worst part about the game, because you genuinely sit there for minutes upon minutes just dropping bombs on him. I thought because it's Richtofen we may as well put a unit next to him to make it a bit faster, but I've sat here, I probably clicked like over 20 times just to destroy this ship. But yeah, this will probably be my final 1939 conquest video that I upload. If anyone wants me to do another country, I will. I can do Norway if someone wants, or a Romania. I can't remember if I've done Romania or Bulgaria or Hungary. But yeah, hopefully this one's been alright for you. It was quite an easy one in the end. I'm looking forward to the 43 Challenge Conquest and making videos on that, and thank you for watching.